Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Water Woman Sacred Hado. This is my channel. I know it's been a minute. I wanted to actually feel like now's the time to work on another one of our elements. I feel like a message needs to come through and has actually been needing to come through for the past week for the element of water. Just as a reminder, I do the elements because our charts are so diverse and multidimensional that we are never one complete sign. So whether it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or if it's an element that you're currently drawn to, or one that you're operating out of, or if you're being influenced by a particular sign, I don't really go into a lot of that. I just know that the elements, the four elements, really tend to what impacts us, influences the energy that we have around us will change and fluctuate. And so to stick with a particular zodiac sign, and then you've got tropical and Vedic sidereal and things like that. So that's actually, I don't get into the nitty gritty of all of that stuff. So on this channel, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get horoscopes. You're going to get what you need in regards to the particular element that you're drawn to or what you're experiencing at that time. Definitely always look at the title and also the element to see if it's something that you think is going to be beneficial for you or has a message in it for you. And then, of course, just remember, there's just a few reminders that I always do. I channel along with these, so sometimes the message may not seem to fit traditional tarot cards. I do sometimes read from books because I know that a lot of these, especially with oracle cards, they are really infused with a very specific type of energy. And a lot of times that might be something that the spirit's guiding us to. I will describe any visions or information that come through on this. I do not do reversals. Energy is fluid, so it might be pertaining to you, someone in your environment. Just remember, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Don't try to Cinderella this and make a shoe fit, okay, if it doesn't. It's just not for you. If you are looking for a message read, if you do feel drawn to tarot, there are many beautiful readers online, and there's a lot of messages out there. If you feel drawn, that's probably because there is a message out there for you. If you come and you're drawn to my channel at some point in time, I guarantee that there's probably a message that's going to be on here for you. So, alrighty. So let's go ahead and get started. I do my prayers and things like that beforehand. Clearing any type of energies. I did a little bit of shuffling as well. I do a little bit on camera, and I was drawn to do the. I'll show you what it is. Angel Tarot Cards by Doreen Virtue. I know, and Radley Valentine. I know some people are like, oh, she's not really into doing that, and she's stopped, and she's kind of done a 180 in regards to how she communicates with spirit. That's perfectly fine. That doesn't change how spirit communicates with me. It doesn't mean I can't use the cards. I use the cards I'm drawn to. So, alrighty, let's see here. I'm just gonna, and I am the short woman, tiny little bitty hands, little chubby bitty hands, and so I tend to shuffle a little janky depending on the size of the cards because I can't get my digits across them. So no poking fun. No poking fun. Well, you can poke fun. I don't mind. Alrighty here. Oh, and also another PSA. Sometimes the content is not suitable for somebody who's under the age of 18. If you are under the age of 18, please click off. This is not for you. I also cuss like a sailor. If you don't like that, I'm probably not your gal. So, if you can handle it, lovely. Stick around. Also, like, subscribe, so that you can get notifications and everything. If you like the message, if it resonates. I'm also on Instagram. You can find me with Water Woman Sacred Hado on there as well. Let's see here. And I will post whenever I have a new reading up online for that as well. All right, let's see here. Water. I actually went to meditate, and I generally do that around a a water source. And I kept getting these images, and I'm feeling drawn to share them with you. There was something like a mountain cub that I saw. There was a fossil of a fern leaf. It was like in a rock, but it was like the fossil of a fern leaf is what it looked like to me. And then yellow was coming through huge. So I feel like that might be for somebody if y'all want to look that up, or if that just flat out resonates, and fantastic. I don't know why they wanted me to share that, but alrighty here. So today I feel like I'm going to actually I'm going to spread this out. I do this differently every time. Sometimes I shuffle and let them pop out at me. Sometimes I fan them out like this and choose, and then, yeah, I do it differently. So here we go. Okay. Ooh, that did not work. When that happens, I don't take a bunch of cards. I don't. Wasn't meant to land there. If it was meant to land there, it would have come out. Four. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got 7 of air. 7 of, 7 of fire. Okay. Knight of earth. High priestess. I'll take a look at that. There we go. Okay. I'm feeling like there's a lot of mental chatter that's currently going on. Kind of feels slightly chaotic. Almost like if you know, when you're in one of those money machines and the dollar bills are just flying around you and you're just trying to grasp at something and get it. That's kind of what it feels like is coming through here. Almost as if there's so much floating and nothing solid that you have. They're saying pinpoint. Nothing solid that you can pinpoint. What is this reference? Okay. Let me see. I'm going to keep going. But there's like this seeming inactivity also that's going along. So the energy is feeling that way. You feel like you're trying to grasp at straws, but there's really nothing hardcore that you can visibly see going on. And, okay, this feels like... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting a lot. Okay. I'm not waiting. I'm going to start clarifying, because whoever I'm tapping into has got... the energy is super busy, super busy. See, what, you know, someone's really, really in their head, when what they need to be doing is being more in their body and their feelings, being in touch with what they feel versus trying to be logical about making a decision or actions. They're talking about actions. You're being too logical about the actions that you need to take, and not really dropping in your body. You're not in your body, so therefore you're not very grounded. You need to ground. You need to drop in your body and ask for there's a lot of mental activity. Okay, so sorry, I thought I'm going to do this, but there's a lot of mental activity that's going on. If you look at the unicorns, the lights that are shining right at the tips of their the horns. Okay, sometimes there we go. And you see that swirl that's happening almost over top of them. It's like it's like it's connecting all of it, but there's this big fireburst, like fireworks almost, that's going over, and it's kind of like dripping down on top of them, almost as if it's being absorbed, as if what's happening in the ethereal, in the 5D, is coming into the body, and the point here is that the messages, you feel the energy. You feel the energy. You can sense something that you know you need to do, but you can't quite grasp it. And your problem at this point is that you're too much in your head about what is the actions that you feel like you need to take. Okay. It's making you immobile and there's this feeling of I don't know, but it's like, yes, you do. Drop into your body. You're not grounded. You need to ground. You need to get outside. You need to get in your water. Let's see here. This feels very, it's funny. I've not really had a lot coming through in regards to love relationships and things like that. And a lot, so much more coming through in regards to your life purpose and the how it's going to align with the changing of our existence right now with the 3D. And so because that's really what's going to be the catalyst for a lot of the changes. It's for the collective, and it starts with the individual. I know you all have heard that a lot, but there's really, it's almost like a filter where individually you change, and people, it's kind of like that domino effect where your energy impacts another person's energy. It comes into contact with those that need to come in contact with you and see the things that you're doing and experience things that you're doing. And you're kind of like an example, and it's like this ripple effect, this domino effect that's going to occur. And so right now, something's coming. You actually, nope, it's not coming. You feel it. You feel its presence right now. But you can't quite put your finger on it. I feel like, gosh, this was like also the fire element. Had something similar to the effect of having so many ideas and just needing to take the one that really sparked them and go for it and take actions. And in this scenario, it almost feels as if like taking action feels too burdensome, and the only reason it feels too burdensome is because, this is in regards to career, is because you're too in your head. That's the reason why. All right, I'm gonna do this and see if I can't clarify that though really quick, because I feel like we need to do that before we go on to 7 of Fire. Okay. Oof. Okay. Sorry. All right. Now, Spirit, we need to. Okay. So I'm supposed to shuffle and talk about 7 of Fire because I got a message coming through. So it's you're in your head because you feel like you have to somehow, I don't know if justify is the right, defend your choice and actions. Almost as if you don't see, but there's not this immediate gratification that comes from taking an action. And so then you're in your head and you have to kind of like, you're trying to logically explain to yourself why it's still a good idea, because your human's going to want to protect you. It's like, okay, this is not the route to go. We need to try and do something different, but yet you've really not given it a good effort yet. And so you really need to actually kind of stick with it and allow what needs to come to you. But your human's panicking a little bit, worried that the action you're taking isn't going to bring or the outcomes that you feel are due to you. Okay. And so you're kind of in your head, not defending yourself to other people, defending yourself and your decisions to your own self and your own fucking human. sometimes a human can be a beautiful, to me, a beautiful filter, and then other times that motherfucker can get you all discombobulated. Okay, so let's see here. And see with this, yeah, you shot your shot. Like, that's what it is. You've shot your shot. If you look at this, all the arrows down here have been shot, and you've taken action. Like, there's no pulling that shit back. You're not going, you know what I mean? You can change, you can retreat, you can, like, choose to do something different, but like, you did it. You pulled the trigger, basically. But the arrows are still midair. Like, that's the problem. And you're like, oh, well, I didn't hit my target. Well, fucking give it a minute. Shit. Like, don't doubt yourself. I mean, I know that, it's not even because we live in this world of instant gratification. In all honesty, it's almost as if it's because you're so fucking ready to do what it is that you feel called to do, and you've hem and hawed long enough, and you're like, I'm doing this, and it's like you want that feedback to help keep the motivation within you alive, and you really need to be. This is where that time of faith comes. You just shot your shot. You need to give it time to hit its target. Okay. Yeah. See, I would say, okay, so, I'm sorry. We got King of Wands and the Tower. And I just heard somebody ask what deck this is. This is the 2 cups underneath. I saw it, so I showed you. This is the Secret Tarot. Used to be called, I forget. Okay, sorry. They've got messages coming through. I can't really focus on. So the King of Wands is an action taker. Feels the fire, but harnesses that fire, directs its passion, and pulls the trigger. You're really doing a good job of being in. Don't backslide into any kind of like page or knight energy. Stay at the King of Wands. Stay focused, and use that chaotic energy that you're feeling, that swirl of energy. You can feel it present. Use that to be your motivation. It's really about being an alchemist and transmuting all those energies and directing them so that they can bring you desired outcome. The Tower is actually not anything negative, and I know some people always want to jump the gun to that. But look at this gorgeous dragon. Look at how just the myriad of beautiful colors that are here. Look at how gorgeous she is, how in control of her own beast she is. So don't look at the Tower like it's something negative. It's almost as if like the dam will break, is what they're saying. The dam will break, and there'll be a flood of feedback that will come back to you in regards to the actions that you have taken. You are on the right track. It really is just about staying in control of that passion, and of your mental state as well, and harnessing it, focusing it, and executing it is what they're saying. And give it, the King of Wands is not impulsive. If it's his shadow aspect, then yes. But in his highest, truest form, oh God, they are literally channeling a freaking song to me. No wind to roll 'em, no wind to walk away, no wind to run. You gotta count your blessings when you're sitting at the table. Oh my God. Okay, so that's him. He knows when to shoot his shot. He knows when to be patient. He knows when to, and he can execute those things very well. He's in control of his emotions, of his passion, of his creativity, and he's willing to allow it to come to fruition. And by doing so, you're actually going to have this flood. Let your arrows hit the fucking target. Quit trying to bail before it's even done it. Yeah, that's really the main message there. And then you have the Knight of Earth, which is, the Knight of Pentacles, basically. And I know that you're like, I literally just heard somebody say, I'm tired of going slow and steady. I feel you. But that's not really what this one's about. First, you've got people that on the other side that are looking out for you, trying to make sure that things happen in they're saying sequential order for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why. Maybe you understand that. So that things come to fruition exactly as it needs to, right? Like they're showing me the flowers and the greenery and everything in this picture, right? When you plant a flower bed, you kind of do things in a particular order, right? You tilt the ground, get it workable, breathable, let air and oxygen through. Any, earth that's too dense may not produce the desired outcome. You dig a hole, you plant the seed, you cover it over, you water it, you fertilize it. You don't always and let's say it's for a rose bush, okay? Obviously, the order and the sequence at which you would do that for other things would be different for other plants. But for a rose bush, you're going to want to fertilize it before it ever sprouts. You don't want to wait until it's wilting to go, I'm going to add some fertilizer. This shit going to work now. Look at that. I done forgot. Yep. That's not how it goes. And so they're talking about there's really a sequence here that's occurring, kind of like that, going back to that domino effect. So there's a sequence that's occurring right now, and you need to trust in the process. Kind of like they're saying that shooting your shot with your arrows and everything else like that. You obviously want to line up with your target. You pull back on your bow. You release. You don't hit the fucking target before you release the damn trigger. I mean, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? You don't stand 2 inches from your fucking target because shit's going to backfire on you. There's a certain path that you would take to get to this. And so they're really asking you, the thing that they want you to do is, instead of getting up in your head and wanting to abandon the actions you've taken, stand up for them. Feel strong and confident about what you've done. Stay in your King of Wands energy. They're saying, what? There's some things that you need to take care of. Wow, they're just jumping around here. Okay. There's some things that you have to take care of to help you when the floodgates open, basically. Okay. And so it's, the Knight of Earth is really about being dedicated, honorable, in your truth. Be honorable to yourself. Don't abandon yourself before you've ever gotten your win. You know what I'm saying? So really stay dedicated to what you've chosen. You've not chosen wrong. I'm not getting anything like that. I'm not getting the sense that the action you've taken is the wrong one, or there's not even a feeling like there's not a need to do this, maybe the action I took was I just didn't do it right. It's like, that's not even it. It's just literally giving it time. And they're not even talking about a long time. It's just that your instantaneous change and, it didn't work, I got to do something different, is really fucking with your energy and what you're sending out to the universe, saying, this is how I'm going to proceed with this. They can only bring things in to your frequency. And if you start going with your energy, then that shit's not coming in. So that's why you feel it and it's not here yet. Okay. So let it stay true to your course, to what you decided is good for you, and your actions. And just buckle down and honor yourself and what you've committed to saying that you wanted to do. Because the universe is trying to co-create with you. But if you could fucking keep going back and forth with this shit, they're literally going to sit there and just be like, all right, well, let me know when you're done. And you're going to be in a pause. So you need to make sure that you're staying true and dedicated, okay? And the High Priestess here, they've got the High Priestess. Sorry, some of this is like, this energy feels so, it feels as if that's because you're not in your body. You really need to drop into your feels and go from there. That's where your intuition speaks to you loudest. Okay? Listen to your intuition. Jesus Christ, I tell you. Have patience. Seriously, I'm reading the card. Consider carefully what you want before acting. I think that this looks like, so here she is with a book. The decision, the actions are all outlined in this. Well, I tell you what, in this book, and it almost is like she's conjuring it all up. It has been written. It has been decided. I'm going for it. And the energies are swirling around her. And it's almost like the magic to manifest is just dripping from your hands. You've literally got your 5D helping you, behind you. And so it's the consider carefully what you want before acting is be sure it's what you're willing to stick with. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, I've only chosen this, so I have to stick with it for eons or even a year or even, that's not what we're talking about. Wait for the feedback. You haven't even waited for the feedback from the universe. You're going to make mistakes. And that's actually how you gauge with the universe in your co-creation, okay? So wait for the feedback to come to you before you automatically assume that your actions were wrong or that you implemented your actions wrong or whatever it is that you chose, it is wrong. Get outside near water and ground yourself in and allow the water to wash away this, or they're saying, nope, they're saying to calm the mental rage that's going on inside. And I don't know why they use the term rage, because it's not like a feeling like, because rage is like, it's like the shadow when, it's, I don't even want to call it a shadow, it's an emotion, but there's this, that's what it feels like the tension inside the head is just so that you just need to wash away worries is what it sounds like. So whoever I'm tapping into, they're actually not tapping into the element of water, and that's really where they need to be to help give them the perspective that they need. Also, I feel like there's something else with the High Priestess too. I feel like there's elements that you're not seeing that have been written into this book. And the book is open. They're letting you know you have the opportunity to tap into this knowledge and to know. It's almost like the details of the plan. I feel like it's details of how this is going to pan out. But you're seriously overanalyzing every single step. And let's say that I'll give an example of like there's a list of 1 through 10 of how this is going to work out up to a certain point. And so they're like, this will happen, this, and it's almost as if you're so overly concerned that this one didn't yield anything, so all these other things aren't going to happen. They're just like, let go and flow at this moment. Honor yourself. Yeah, there's a piece of you. I'm not doing these. There's a piece of you you're holding on too tight. That's what the Four of Pentacles really represents. There's this piece of you that is holding on too tight to the nitty-gritty details And okay, they're telling me to put this over here. That's not for the night. Okie dokie. That there's the inconsequential details of things. And it literally, you're just holding on so tight that that's what's messing with your energy. You're not really able to get the feedback. The feedback's trying to come. The dam wants to break, and let shit come through to you. But you're kind of holding on so tight. A little anal retentive, actually, is what it is. That's literally how it feels. So anal retentive. No one could pierce this asshole at all. It is super tight. Holy shit. Okay. Get out of your head. All right, I feel like there's more. Let me check really quick. There's something with this high priestess. Okay. I feel like that kind of goes with that. I love this one because it's not about taming a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just this thing inside of you that's just so gnarly or aggressive that you need to like rein in and hold on to. It's really about strength is nurturing a magic within you, and holding tight on. They literally went no like that, like as it was coming out my fucking mouth, because they do not misinterpret. Okay, they're like no. You say hold on tight, and yeah, don't hold on tight. Okay. Apparently somebody out there is going to misconstrue that. I have to choose my words wisely. Okay, hold on here. I feel like this is honoring the magic that's within, honoring the decision that has been made, honoring the parts and pieces of you that are meant to shine through. So I love the fact that they've used a unicorn instead of a lion. It is a point that I was making. Got it. Take a look at these two cards. There's something about the unicorn. So these unicorns, it's all the mental chatter and energy. And this is really about loving on that. And it's not a beast. That's what this is, taming those thoughts. This is honoring them, acknowledging them, sitting with it, recognizing your infinite abundance that you have within you, the magic that you have within you. Yeah. So that's why. Okay. And I'm trying to figure out, they get pretty vague with some of these, and I've literally asked them or given permission for, do I take these? I do. Okay. For more details, but I feel like there's an intention to keep everything very vague right now. Not vague. Like, I was like, okay, what action did they take? What job are they trying to get? What path are they on? And they're like, no. There's a group of individuals that they want it to stay very broad, because I've noticed that a lot of my readings have remained fairly broad with all of this. So let's see here where we're at. Okay. About 5 minutes. Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups, to clarify the High Priestess. So what they're saying is, what you don't see is the Queen of Cups she finds, first off, obviously, that's this, okay, too many messages, slow down. Sorry, talking to my guides. she needs to be in the element of water. She needs to be fluid. She needs to ground. She needs to tap into her emotions. Through doing that, she finds her cup. This is like her true niche. Like this is where she settles in and she gets good at what she's doing. And what you don't see with the high priestess is it is you finding or getting to that place that works really well for you. Okay. Additionally, she's really trusting her intuition here. And by doing so, you got the Ace of Wands. You actually are going to start something that's a massive passion project. Allow your arrows to hit the target where they need to. The salamanders represent the good luck and fortune that are about to come through following your intuition, through being faithful during a time when you can't see everything. Okay, with the High Priestess. All right. This is actually a fairly simple message right now, but apparently one that was really needed to be heard. So, okay. I'm being called to the Messenger Oracle by Raven Falon. I butcher shit all the time. So, and I'm not really sure what's going to come through, but we are going to, okay. I think I'm going to actually do Earth next. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and pound that one out. Okay. All right. Now let's see what Spirit has for us. Well, that shit was fast. Well, I tell you what. All right. Oh, my motherfucking God. Okay, so I know this isn't quite exactly it, but remember I told you at the beginning that I was getting an image of like a mountain lion or a cub lion, mountain cub lion. Like it looked much younger, but this is surely, come on now. You see this shit? And I said yellow. Yellow is coming through. All right, so this is a card of Nourish the Soul, number 29. That ends up being an 11. Okay, let's read what it has to say. Okay. Drink in life. Use your senses to explore your world, to see, touch, taste, smell, hear, and experience all that is within you and around you. Your journey through life is meant to be a sensory experience. Your life is meant to be a rainbow of color, full of motion and sound. It is not meant to be a bland, tasteless existence of simply black and white. Be sensual. Explore yourself and your world every day and nourish your soul with every moment. I feel like this really ties into the need to drop into your body, to drop into the feels. There's no amount of being sensual, and I just want to like it just feels like it's tasting life right there. It is tasting the energies. It's drinking in all, and that looks like water. In all honesty, that's a liquid, but it's really about when you're in your body, you're more tapped into your intuition. Your intuition is tied into your soul. Nurture that which allows your intuition to come through more clearly. Staying in your head complicates the situation. You need a place or an environment or a moment where you can let go and just be present and soak in all that your body is sensing. Your body is your human's way of understanding the spiritual. This vessel is actually extremely very important. Cleanse your energies, drop into your body, ground, and feel instead of being stuck in your head. Your mind is a filter, not somewhere you need to set up camp. Okay? And you're missing out on all the little details of life when you stay stuck there. So if you're going to be in a moment of waiting for, your arrows to hit that target, there's a sense that by not being in your body, you're not going to be in alignment with, meaning your frequency will not be in alignment with that which is meant to come through. So definitely allow yourself to find a way to release, whether it's a salt bath, going out in nature. I love waterfalls, but there is a need to kind of just lose yourself in the tranquil feeling. There's this sense, and they're also pointing this other thing out. Like, the reason why you've been drawn to the water element, or are experiencing a lot of need for that element in your life, or are being influenced by it, is because they're giving that, you can last, I can't remember, like 14 days without food before you die or something like that, but you can't go more than 3 days without water. And so it's one of those things where this is why you need you're not taking care of your intuition, your channel, and you're probably not seeing things accurately if you're constantly stuck in your head. You may have had the feedback coming back all along within your environment, but you're so stuck in your fucking head, you can't fucking see it. You can't sense it. You can't feel it. You can't absorb it. So drop into your body, take care of your soul, and the information you need in regards to the actions you've taken will come to you. And it'll probably open up the floodgates. Okay. I hope that helped. Definitely like the video if it did. I'm going to be working on the next element is going to definitely be Earth, Pachamama. So, all right. You all have a fantastic day.